cow. Some sunlight out here today. I guess that's good. All of a sudden the weather forecast changed to sunny and cloudy for the whole week. What would you read today? Looks like there's a new DJI product out here. And it seems like here it says it's the P4 Multispectral Plant Intelligence for Targeted Action. So it looks like a modified Phantom 4, I suppose, with a different camera. And how do they market this? It says gather precise plant level data using the P4 Multispectral, a high-precision drone with a seamless integrated multispectral imaging system built for agriculture missions, environmental monitoring, and more. So obviously this isn't necessarily for people who just want to capture video, so to speak. It's for people who want to monitor things like crops and all that. This is the P4 Multispectral consolidates the process of capturing data that gives insight into the crop health and vegetation management. DJI has created this platform with the same powerful performance standards that DJI is known for, including 27 minutes max flight time and up to 7-kilometer transmission range with OcuSync system. And then they show here, I guess, details about the camera. It almost looks like there's 6 different lenses. Like what's this? The red edge, near infrared, the green, visible light, red, and blue. So it's kind of interesting to use that in terms of, I guess, breaking down the data. So you can see here, you can get views of what it would be like in a regular view. The other one looks kind of infrared-ish, if that's what you want to say. So I guess I'll make it extremely useful for people who want to use it for agriculture purposes, of course. And I guess it's kind of interesting too, where you can apparently use this thing in case you don't have things like GPS for the stability. It says DRTK2 mobile station and NTRIP compatibility. Enhance the accuracy of RTK positioning without internet connection by connecting the P4 Multispectral to the DRTK high precision GNSS mobile station and NTRIP. Or store the satellite observation data to be used for post-process kinematics. That's probably way too techy for most people. In general, I don't know what the price is, because you go there, it's one of those contact us, which means this thing is really expensive. It's kind of interesting this came up because there's actually really low stock for whatever reason, like with the DJI drones on their official site. The assumption would be they're getting rid of it all for some new stuff. Maybe it's stuff like this. And speaking of DJI, how about this one, where apparently in the US they could potentially ban the use of, I guess you could say, the Chinese drones for, I guess, government purposes and all that. It says Chinese drone maker DJI says US sales ban and affront to industry. Comments come after US legislators move to block purchase from China. DJI, the Chinese drone maker, has said that Washington's bid to block US sales of its products is an affront to an emerging industry, arguing for comprehensive regulatory standards rather than bans aimed at individual companies based on their nationality. From what I gather, this is the concern of using things like Chinese-made drones such as DJI. They basically send the information back to the government whenever they please, or in the future if they say give us the information, then they will. It says here, you just want to prohibit the use of a product or bar the company from doing business just because the country of origin. Just because we're located in China, therefore the product is not safe and secure, said Mario Rebello, Regional Manager of North America at DJI, the world's biggest drone manufacturer, at its 4th annual Airworks conference in Los Angeles. That's not validation. That's not a path forward. You shouldn't be legislated based on your country of origin. And for some context in that bill, it says last week US legislators introduced a bill that would block federal funds from being used to purchase drones from China. The American Security Drone Act of 2019, which has been received bipartisan support, has drafted to prevent US agencies from relying on sophisticated technology that could allegedly leak sensitive data to Beijing. The bill follows years of accusations that DJI has been undercutting competition to corner the market and get access to sensitive US infrastructure data. So it's one of those things, do you fear that because the companies from China, that at any time, since it is technically a communist country, if they say, give us all the information here, they'll be forced to actually do it? One thing that got me thinking, because I know they've spent a lot of time in trying to say, hey, everything from this drone, it's never sent over. You have the choice of what to do with your data and all that. Like it says, 18th month is make clear that your data is not our business, he added. You, the end user, decide how you're going to store the data, how you're going to manage the data. Are you going to share the data with anyone? It's your call. Because it made me think in terms of sharing data, and maybe it's a little off topic, but in terms of a DJI drone, because of things like the geofence, don't you have no choice but to share your data with them, so to speak, in order to get approval? Like if you're in their quote no-fly zones like that, I actually don't understand if they say it's entirely your choice, because it really isn't. Like in my case here, if I need to get approval for like an airport area like I did before, I have to send them information or whatever, proof I have to fly there. Basically the data gets downloaded into my phone and vice versa, like who knows what's sent back to like verified or anything like that. So in that case, I don't see how it's 100% you can control your own data, at least from a recreational point of view. I don't know how it is with like enterprise people, for example. I wonder how big of a role this will actually play though, because by the sounds of it, they've actually tried to transfer a lot of their manufacturing stuff in the US, I guess, to bypass a lot of that fee and political stuff. So we'll see what happens. Hey, what's that, like a coin here? Okay, what currency is this? Anyone know? Is it a euro? It says 20 euro cents? Do I have any viewers that would recognize this from Europe, so to speak? That's kind of cool. They're like, hey, share, take turns. That's just the one I found on the ground. I wonder if they actually eat it. Nope, stashing away for the winter, I guess. All right, see you guys later.